Good morning, evening, or afternoon to all of you beautiful people. Josh here to bring you something that may be familiar. So, people who've been on the channel for a while might remember that roughly this time last year, I made a video called a chill chat about MCM. And I wanted to talk about that again, because this year was great, don't get me wrong. But it was different again, and I just wanted to kind of talk about it, you know, because it's me. I talk about how I'm feeling and what's going on. So, as per last year, I don't have a script. I will mostly try and just edit this to eliminate like flubs and shit like that. So for the most part, this is just going to be me rambling a little bit and talking about MCM. So let's talk about it. Without any further ado, let's go. So I can't really talk about MCM without talking about sort of the lead up to MCM. I've made it no secret through my tweets that the last couple of weeks have been a bit difficult for me mentally. Well, last couple of weeks as of the recording of this video. I'm doing a lot better now. Mentally, I'm feeling a bit better. But I was having a really rough time mentally in the lead up to MCM. But what I noticed was that was the thing that was really keeping me going. Up until maybe a month or so ago, I wasn't massively looking forward to MCM. I found myself becoming a bit more introverted over the last little while. I've been very much sort of keeping myself to myself, and I've been struggling a lot more with social interactions. So the idea of going to MCM, which is the biggest convention in the UK pretty much, it made me scared. But I was going to go regardless, because I have to push myself out of the comfort zone. Plus, it's the only time when I get to see a lot of people, and I don't like not seeing my friends. And in the lead up, like I said, I was struggling a bit with my mental health, but the fact that Flap and Tux were like the first people to jump in and give me the support that I needed it's all the motivation I needed to get to MCM. And the day of MCM was cool. It was great. I got to catch up with Lou and Flap and Tux. I also got to meet Kevin, who is super cool, super fucking cool. Like, Kevin is cool as fuck. I also got to meet Ellis Knight, who we've had very, very few interactions with, but I admire greatly because he's super talented. I also got to meet Xavier DeSanta, which was fucking so cool, because we've spoken a few times, and he was even in my Ada video, but we've not actually met in person. So getting to see him in person was fucking cool. It was so cool. And getting to see Sophie again. I haven't seen Sophie in fucking months, and it was so nice to see her again. She's fucking so cool. And of course, after fucking years of knowing him, I finally got to meet Jay from Busara Studios, who he's super nice, he's super cool, and I'm so glad that the people I get to work with are just so fucking just nice. They're just such fucking nice people, man. Something that was admittedly a little strange was the fact that this is the first convention I've gone to where myself and my best friend Phil were in different groups. So that was weird. But, I mean, still nothing but love, and the fact that he was still so excited and happy to see me. Like, that's what you want from your best friend. So of course it's MCM, so I got to meet some really, really cool voice actory people, so let's talk about that. Sean Chiplock, who was an absolute fucking delight. I really don't understand why he gets half the shit he does on Twitter. Probably just because Twitter is a cesspool. But he was such a genuinely nice guy. He's blunt, I'll give you that, but he's blunt because he's no frills, he's no bullshit, and I really appreciate that. He gave me some really, really great advice. He really helped to like stabilize some of my insecurities when it comes to voice acting, and helped me realize that I'm not alone. everybody from the part-time warriors like myself to the full-time big voice actors go through the exact same things, like droughts where you don't book anything, you go through the self-doubt, you go through wondering if you really deserve what you've got, or if maybe you're just not good enough. Like, everybody goes through that. And to hear that from somebody I admire, like Sean, it really helped to kind of ground me and bring me back down to earth. Then getting to sit and chat with Eric Vale, who's, again, voiced so many cool fucking characters. Shigaraki, Trunks. His voice is so integral to my love for voice acting. Again, to hear such supportive things from him, it just, I love the voice acting community so much, because even the people who are at the highest of the highs, like, they still want to see you succeed. And it's crazy, because like, I've met actors and wrestlers who are at the top of their game, and some of them are pricks. I've never had a bad experience with any of the voice actors I've met. It's mad. And then I got to, for the first time, see Flap genuinely, like, nervous. We stood in line for about half an hour to meet Roger Craig Smith, which is crazy considering how long his line was. Like, the fact that it only took us half an hour to get to see him and speak to him, mad. And it was very much the same. He was so nice and kind and respectful, and so humble as well. We said to him that he, like, was the voice of our childhoods, and he meant so much to us. And he just said, like, you know, I'm just some guy who gets paid to do this. Like, he could have the biggest ego in the world, and I wouldn't fault him for it, because he has made so many people's childhoods. But the guy's just so humble, he's so nice, he's so cool. It was crazy. And then there was what I genuinely consider the highlight of my weekend. Elsie Lovelock is genuinely one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. She was so cool and chatty and respectful, and like, I mean, it might have helped the fact that I knew people that she knew. I knew Flap, I knew Lou, but she didn't treat me any differently because of that. Like, there were people in front of me who she was talking to for a long time, really getting in-depth conversations. I still think it's mental that she wasn't with the other voice actors. She had like her own table near Artist Alley, because that queue there was mad. Like if we see Elsie at MCM again, I really hope she gets to be on like a proper section with all the other voice actors, because she clearly deserves it. But again, she's just so fucking cool, dude. And I've wanted to meet her for years. Like, I first stumbled across Elsie when I was watching one of Sea-Dog's videos. I can't remember which one off the top of my head, but I'm sure Editor Me will put it in. And again, she's so insanely talented. And then the fact that she's so lovely to boot is insane. So yeah, I come away from MCM feeling mostly re-energized. It's also very humbling to know that there is still such a gulf for me when it comes to voice acting. There's still so much more that I have to do, but knowing that even the people at the top are still supportive and kind and nice, it certainly makes it easier to want to get there. So there we go. I don't want to ramble too much more about this weekend, because I mean, honestly, I could talk about it forever. MCM is such like a cool experience for me, and it changes every year for me near enough. So I imagine I'll probably be doing these kind of videos for as long as I'm showing up to MCM. But for now, thank you guys very, very much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, then do leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more beautiful voice-based content. Keep your eyes out for my next video. I do upload every 2 weeks. But until next time, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for sitting and chilling with me. I also want to once again say thank you to Sean, to Eric, to Elsie, to Roger Craig Smith, to everybody who made me feel welcome at MCM as a voice actor and didn't make me feel like a burden. I just want to say thank you to all you guys. And of course, thank you to my friends. Thank you to Tux. Thank you to Flap. Thank you to Lou. Thank you to Sophie. Thank you to everybody who I saw at the convention. All the new people that I met, all the cool people I met. And above all else, I hope you wonderful souls all stay wonderful.